Yo, this is One Time Play here, back at it again with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about the easiest way to get a W on rank. Because there is a way to make sure that you win most of your games, and that's positioning. And so, before we jump right into that, I do want to say that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's free.
Do it.
If you haven't liked the video yet, I can understand because you haven't watched it. But you probably should by the time you're done with this. Because it's a good video. I'm literally telling you the easiest way to get a W on rank. And last but not least, if you guys have your own strategy about how to go about getting wins, then I would love to hear it. And if and try it out myself and make videos about it. And I'll give you a shout out if you actually leave a decent idea so that we can make something happen out of it. So yeah, don't be shy. Leave a comment down below. But let's get right into it. When I say positioning, I don't mean literally like going into the circle and then just simply staying in the circle, finding somewhere of like camp. I mean something like, well, the thing is that, okay, let's say that you do go into the circle, right? And then you find somewhere to camp, like a building. Now, you gotta have a Watson or a Caustic to be able to hold it down. Like, that's a given. Other than that, you're gonna get naded. I mean, you literally need a Watson in order to make that particular approach work. Because other than that, grenades are gonna fly in and you're gonna be screwed. Like, no way around it, even if you have a Caustic holding the doors down. So, yeah. The thing with that is that Watson can be easily undermined by Caustic because Caustic's traps can destroy her pylon and can destroy her fences. So if you really want to gamble with that particular approach, then by all means necessary, go ahead and do your best at it. But me personally, I haven't seen any fruition or at all when it comes down to that particular approach. So personally, I'm not going to be doing that. And what I do recommend when I say positioning, I literally imply, I mean, other than actually being in the circle, I implied something very specific, which is getting the high ground in the circle. So finding fences, like if you're gonna set up somewhere, you have to set up somewhere high, somewhere where you got the high ground, and then somewhere where it isn't easy for people to actually walk in through doors, windows, or anything like that. Because the moment they do that, even if, like I said, even if you got a Watson, a Costa can easily walk in there and just destroy the entire everything that you set up. The Costa can destroy the pylon. It can destroy the fences, and then literally they could all walk in. If that's the approach that that team is taking, then it's not just gonna, it's not, you're only not gonna deal with a Costa, but it's likely you're gonna have to deal with a Gibby and Ray just literally pushing in right after the Costa has thrown his gas. Especially now, since it doesn't slow you down. That would be a terrible idea for you to try to just camp in a building where when there's plenty of entrances. So I would suggest that, like I said, like you're seeing right now, you literally need to find the highest place you can climb in the circle in order to have an advantage, other than being able to hold it down. Obviously, like, now let's talk about like what are you gonna do, right? Let's say that you do get the high ground in the circle at any point in the game. Well, it only becomes relevant towards the end. So let's say at the end you had the high ground, as you see right now. We had the highest ground that anyone can have. Everyone is fighting right below us, and we're just taking shots and getting some assists. But let's say that somebody decides to come up here. Let's say a Pathfinder decides to push us, or an Arten. We have to set it up. Like, we have a Caustic and a Watson. Now, the only important thing about this is that if somebody decides to use Caustic to get through fences, to get through Watson's fences, then we have a Caustic of our own. So that's the reason. That's mainly the reason we have a Caustic. Other than obviously he's like a little OP at the moment. So you gotta think about it like this: if you're gonna go in and go for wins, then you have to get in the circle earlier than the rest of the teams in order to be able to have a really favorable like position. And so positioning like literally makes like it like implies that you take the best part of the circle, and that means that you have to take the highest ground visible to you, due to the fact that if you take a building, there's plenty of entrances and you can't cover them all. So eventually somebody's gonna get in, and that's as far as you're gonna make it. So I don't suggest to go and bunker in into a building or somewhere where there's plenty of entrances or many ways to get into. But I do suggest you try to find the highest ground you can climb to at any point in the map towards the end circle. So to make it really work, I had to insist that you had to use the Wraith and Caustic and Monster combination due to the fact that Wraith can easily move you to the next circle, and the second you get there, Watson can take care of holding that place down regardless of where it might be. But like I said, it has to be hard for people to get to you, and it can't be something that has ton of entrances or it makes it easy for other people to take shots at you. Because if someone can see you and they can snipe you and they have a Kraber, the second you go down, if they have a Pathfinder, which isn't really being played anymore due to the fact that they nerfed them to the ground, then they'll be there in no time and you'll be screwed. So, as you can see here, everyone killed each other. There's only us and the Gibby. We had a whole team, and 3v1, you could obviously know, you could obviously tell, you know what it's going to be. We're going to win. We won. We got that game. Even though we barely got any kills or assists for that, we won, and that's 100 points in the bag for just simply being on the right place at the right time. So, a quick recap. Try to find the best high ground in the end circle. Use a Wraith, Caustic, and Monster combination, and make sure that you're somewhere where you can't get sniped. And the rest of it should come as the game goes. As long as you don't mess up, you should be able to win the game and overwhelm the rest of the enemies from your position. And so, if you guys like this video and you actually got something out of it, don't forget to like. And if you guys haven't subscribed, like I said, it's free, so I don't know why you shouldn't. And if you guys got a better approach to go about winning more games in rank, then let me know in the comments down below. I'm willing to try and give it a shot, and I'll give you a shout out if it actually works out. So it works out for all of us. 100. This is One Time Play here, signing out.